Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Set hut. 10 black. Set go.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Red, 38. Smash, red.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Set hut.
Love out of the shotgun. Got for big yards on the right side. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's a gain of 22. And it's going to be first down Miami.
The number's pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Hey, go steal. Watch out, yellow, 22.
Motioning the tight end now.
Set.
From the red zone now. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a filling-out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack.
52, right, white. Hut.
Love from the gun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Now they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Yellow. Black shot. Steal, black. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's got it, it's in close. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
6, mega, 10 cycles. Black ultra.
4th down, here's Love. And he's going to score a touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish up an excellent opening series. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Return coming from the 14. And this drive will start inside the 25. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Nick starting with the pass. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Hand off to the back. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. easily the rest of this game, but starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys start off well to tie things 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Ready?
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue, 30 set.
To the air with Love. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Ready. 40 set.
Back to the air. Love. Here comes the screen for Etienne. He's going to be just one step away from that 1st down. They haul him down to the 31.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Set. Yellow, 22, pause red. Ready.
3rd and 1 now. Love. That's intercepted. Leo Chanel makes the play. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. They'll throw for it. Throw caught by his running back. And they they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the first down, too.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. From the red zone on first. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Rose caught. And he almost gets to the 5. Goes out at the 6.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Escapes the puck, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football, because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It's a 39-yarder. Aubrey puts it through, and that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Downfield, this finds Waddle. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
White, field, black, green, back. Ready?
Love with it on first down. Comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Give him 38 on that one. And that is a Dolphins first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15.
Let's go. 45. Watch that.
A give now from the gun. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. Offensive line fast. Going to the ground again on first. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Set. Blue. Set.
On the sneak, it's long. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down. At your own one, yikes.
Black 40. Drill green. Blaster 6.
down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. So the Dolphins bringing out the field goal unit for a try here. It's just 21 yards down the pipe. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. There's a flag down, and if this is defensive, could give them a first down. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready?
Love now to throw. He's got it. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get some late points and the lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. This taken from the 12. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
6. Remember, here we go, here we go. Red, 30, blue, striker. Slice blue. Hut, hut.
Shotgun now for Love. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Green down. Claws red. Steel black. Check, hut.
Throwing, it's Love. Gets everything he has under this one. It's well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down.
Ready, green, yellow, blue, 32. Hut, hut. Grill green. Hut.
3rd and long for him here. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he gets it away from his end zone. And that return's going to leave him enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Throwing for the end zone. And this is Cox. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys will add to their lead at the end of the half.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Fields the hard squib kick. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Very short kick taken at the 19. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he's stopped.
Get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your fucking face out of my way. Out of my way.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Back to the well again. And he's out the clear. Into the red zone. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead.
Dolphins 14. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 45. White. Smash. Red. Red. Yellow. Ready.
Play fake. It's Love. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring.
Come on,
and then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they did an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
He's going deep. That's intercepted near the sideline. And the Cowboys will take over as he reports his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. The defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
So at the 20, here's second and 10. Rolling back, it's the handoff. We'll call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Next, quick out wide, complete. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's going to work it ahead for about 3. Second down coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Mix off the play action. He's trying to push the field. Oh, it's an interception. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
First and 10. Their own 44-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, first and 10.
Here we go.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. So even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
Red, yellow. Drill green. White, white. Green jack. Black shot. Smash, red. Fuse, yellow. Set.
Third and long. Here's Love. Complete beyond the marker. And they are all the way into that red zone. Looking quickly here.
The Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Shot, 17. Ready?
No run here on first down. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. You can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Field, black. 6, mega. Claws red. Blaster, 6. Red, cycle. Cut, cut.
Love out of the shotgun. Catch is made in close. He will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
So he's take over a first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's held it just a couple of yards on that carry, and that brings up second down.
A gain of 2.
Back-to-back carries here. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They give it to him again. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. That's a pickup of 9. That'll be good for a Dallas first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, and they go right back to him. That's a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Sends this to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead.
Dolphins 21. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10.
Ready. 52 blue. Flight blue. Ready.
Kicks the handoff, now Love. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Edo blue. Smash red. Drill green. Hut.
Back to the air. Love. Has it downfield, working the left. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Field flat.
First down, Miami.
Black shot. Red cycle. Ready?
Love now on first and 10. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Right up the gut. Has a hole left, room to run. Here he goes again. To the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd.
We hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it a 24-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Okay, ready?
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Clock open. Set, ready. White, 45. White, ready.
First down throw. Here's Love. And he's dropped and got there for the sack. And that brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Dolphins who have the ball, hoping they can flip the script because this game has been a nightmare for them so far. Real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has himself 2nd down and 21.
Come on, cut.
Love now. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes...
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Fielded at the 14. Oh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a game for Lynch. It was a really solid run back.
31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st down, they'll run. He's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Running here with Jaden Blue. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
44-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, Deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Another carry for it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Hey, Sean, let's go. Ready? Hey, motion.
The give here on second. Oh, it looked like he was going to have that first, didn't it? But after the stop, they're going to be a little bit short at the 22.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal.
Ready? 11.
Running it after the penalty. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead.
52. Dolphins 27. Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Throw left side, complete. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go next 6. Mega. 50. Check.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down.
Here we go. Blue strike. 52. Blue.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. Bails out of the pocket quick. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
Here we go. Set, go.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Blaster, 6. Ready. White, 33. Yellow. Black shot. Fury, yellow. Ready.
Throwing again. Love. Trying to push deep downfield. And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Green Jack. Steel, black. Light blue. Hut.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Cowboys keep running away with this. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. There's a return from the 7. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Back, smack, red. Black 40. Blue striker. 6, mega. Claws red. Set.
Love from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Edo blue. Red, yellow. Hut.
Shotgun now for Love. Going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. A sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Set, hut, blaster, 6, 50, green. White, white. Fury, yellow. Set.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Here we go. Black shot. 33, yellow. Red, cycle. Drill green. Ready?
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And they pick him off again. Trayvon, there he has it. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Intercepted. Turnover on downs.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They're going to pass it here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that 1st down. So back to the drawing board they go for 2nd. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
Going deep here for the end zone. And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, Brock, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start.